Okay, the Six Nations kicks off this evening in about an hour and a half's time. France are playing at home against Wales, and the weather is going to have an impact. Now, the southeast of England, where I live, obviously, if you follow the other channel, has had a lot of snow the last 24, 36 hours. Um, France is very similar. There's large portions of northern France which have had similar conditions, have actually been colder and heavier snow. So, when it comes to the game, if this was being played in Cardiff, the roof is shut, Wales have the advantage, and the weather conditions are taken out of play. They're playing in Paris. The weather conditions are going to have a massive bearing and impact on how the game is played. It's going to be an arm wrestle in the pack. There's going to be a lot of scrums. There's going to be a lot of knock-ons. It's not going to be a beautiful game. It's not going to be free-flowing. I think that the outside backs on both sides may not see a lot of the ball. Wales in the pack, they have had a lot of injuries. Falatau is not there, for example. There's a lot of younger, less experienced, more fringe players playing in the Welsh squad due to the amount of injuries. But they have shown that the Welsh system, they do slot in very well. It's just their experience at test level. And I, considering that Wales do play most of their internationals with the roof shut at Cardiff, it's going to be a big test for some of these young Welsh players. The French, on the other hand, I don't think they're going to want to be expansive either. I think they're going to try and keep it tight, in the tight five, in the front eight. There's going to be a lot of kicking from hand. I don't see a lot of flair running from the French. The Welsh are going to have to defend a lot, I think, with on the fringes. It's going to be an arm wrestle, basically for 80 minutes, and it's the team that can stay in the arm wrestle. I think that is advantage Wales in that sense. The French have shown that about 60 minutes they start losing direction, and some of the French players don't have the fitness levels. I think that's a criticism of the top 14 and the style of rugby played in the top 14. But I think this is going to be a very stop-start game. Breakdown is going to be crucial. I can see players like Bastareaud, for example, smashing up as an extra ninth forward. I can see that being a big part of how the game is played this evening. But kicking from hand is going to be crucial, and any misplaced kicks are going to be punished. If you're kicking out on the full, that's a disaster. You don't want to give set play ball in these conditions away to the opposition. So whoever's starting at 10 for Wales and at 10 for France, they've got to be accurate with their kicking. The wind isn't actually that strong, but the weather is very similar in northern France as it is here. They've had a lot of snow. It's going to be very, very cold as well. So it's going to be the team that adapts best to the conditions. Line out will be key, scrum will be key. Maul, I think the maul will be very, very used this evening, a lot more than it normally would be on a less wintry day. If it was a warmer conditions, if it was dry, not snowing, about 10 degrees, the maul won't be used as much. I think the maul will be used quite a bit by both sides. Both the French and Welsh have really mobile forward packs. I would say that the French always have a very strong pack. So it's going to be more of a forward battle than an all-round 15 aside. I think some of the outside backs may have to come infield for work. I don't see a lot of open, expansive rugby this evening. I think both sides have got to play the conditions, and we'll see. The first 10 minutes will set the tempo of the game. If they still play the game at a high tempo, even though it's cold, it could be a bit more expansive. But I'm expecting more of an arm wrestle, and I think the Welsh have got a lot more young, up-and-coming players, a lot more fringe players involved because of injuries. The French, it's always interesting what lineup they put up, but they always have a very strong pack. It's just about discipline. I think discipline also will be crucial. I think it may come down just to kicks at goal because of the conditions, but we'll see. I'm not going to try and predict a winner of this game. It's going to be tight. I can't see either side winning by 20 points. I can say the French would want to keep it tight. I think the Welsh would want to keep it tight as well, keep the discipline, just defend. The Welsh are very, very good at defending. Sean Edwards has a very good defensive system in place. The French, in defence, they can be giving away a lot of penalties and ill-disciplined. So when the Welsh do have the ball, they've got to keep disciplined and patient, and the French will give them something. But again, it comes down to possession kicking, where you kick from. Are you kicking for touch? Are you kicking for territory? Because I can't see the game being expansive, not in these conditions. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. The game kicks off at 8 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. European French time. So it's kicking off in about an hour and a half. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, but I think the weather will neutralise any advantage either side would have had in a certain section of the game. So it's going to be more of a brutal arm wrestle. And for the purists, they might like that, but for the more neutral fan that wants to see exciting rugby, I think you're going to be disappointed today. I think it's going to be all 3 games I think this weekend are going to be more of an arm wrestle, brutal, and there's going to be less flair I think this weekend because of the weather. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below, and I will have some more videos and a review of the match for you soon.